Module connectors tin or gold? I'm not sure actually.
We can take one out.
Yeah, let's take one out. Let's see right now. I have to be careful with that. Oopsies. Here we go. Here we go. And oopsie, come on.
Yeah, just
There you go. Yes, they are. They're gold on the RAM chip.
Right. Is that gold or copper?
I don't know. Well, it looks gold to me.
I think that's copper.
Copper?
Yeah.
Copper? Well, I think we'll go with gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
we'll
gold.
go.
Gold then.
Gold. Do I have the correct RAM type?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Because it fits quite snugly into the
Yeah.
RAM socket.
And it doesn't actually interfere with anything else, so that's pretty good. So for the next part, we're going to be diagnosing whether my computer starts and boot and does it report the correct amount of RAM. Does my system properties report the correct amount? What the hell? It's the same thing. Yeah, don't worry about that. Are there any post messages that indicate RAM problems such as beeps now? When the RAM is uninstalled properly, it isn't installed properly, it will display 3 beeps in a, how do I say, in a specific amount of time intervals between each beep. And we're going to be showing you that when all the RAM chips are going to be unplugged. And now the very last question is, do I get a Windows error message of, it's too long to pronounce, but it'll be in the description of the video. So we'll start by doing that now.
Hello. So we were trying to boot up the computer for pre-videoing, and we came across a big problem. I'll show you now.
Pretty lights, as you can see.
We were going to turn it on, see if everything was fine. After opening it up, cleaning it, taking out the RAM and putting it back in, and something sort of disconnected. Bang. CD-ROM boot priority no medium. Reboot and select proper boot device. We were sort of in a little fuss, and we looked around the computer and we discovered that the hard drive was disconnected after us cleaning it.
So that kind of leads back to our question on our research, is that was the computer moved recently? So it doesn't directly relate to RAM problem, but it could, considering the fact that the hard drive power cable was unplugged. So now
I'll just go and plug it in. I nearly touched the fan.
yeah, I saw that. What'd you do, you spastic? Did you touch the fan?
It's okay. It's all good. Yeah. Watch out for touching the fan.
Yeah, don't do
Maybe
that.
you should turn it off before. Okay,
Yeah.
now we're gonna go and restart it. And yeah.
That's 1 beep for startup.
When the problem occurred, it had 2 beeps.
Yes, 2 beeps.
So 2 beeps probably means the hard drive isn't working or plugged in. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so now we're waiting for the computer to boot up, and as you can see now, since the hard drive's connected, it's now booting up the operating system. So now for the next step for troubleshooting the RAM, we have to check whether the system properties display the RAM properly. Now there are 2 ways of doing that, so I will show you that after it boots. So yeah, don't end video yet, but like, yeah, okay. So that's my freaky ass desktop. Gonna wait for it to load after to configure all the hard drives. It's gonna be a little slow.
So there's the hard drive there, and not the SATA, the one further in was unconnected.
Disconnected, not unconnected, genius.
Disconnected, sorry.
Disconnected. Okay, so essentially how we check the system problem, we go to my computer. This is Windows 7, not Windows XP. You right click and you go to properties. Now it will display. Now my computer has 6 gigabytes of RAM and it says installed 6 gigabytes of RAM. So everything's properly configured there. Now the other way of doing it, just to make sure, you can go to type into the search programs and files. Zoom in. You can type in dxdiag. Now this is like a diagnostic text. Yes. Okay, now it's gonna take its time to load up. Okay, now this is the diagnostic tool, and it shows the memory, which is right there, 6,144 megabytes of RAM. Now that's the proper. It's displaying the proper name, and you know, if anybody needs anything
checked out,
you can go to the dxdiag tool. And you can also check your memory for the graphics card. Now mine has 4 gigabytes graphics, 4 gigabytes video RAM, but there's 2 gigabytes dedicated to running the operating system. So it says that right? Yep. Okay. Now that's the way of checking whether it has any problems or not. So it's gonna close that.
Hello again. Now we are going to show disconnecting the RAM. There's one. There's two. There's the RAM. Are we going to...
No, you have to disconnect all of it.
Okay. This is the second, and they are put in every second RAM slot for a reason.
Yes, I never knew that. We do learn something every day.
Now the third one, each RAM is 2 gigs, equivalent to 6.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
So now, okay, now it's gonna end.
We are now going to turn on the computer with no RAM in it.
Sounds like a remix, but that's what the noise displays when you have no RAM installed into your computer. All right, so that's the computer. Actually, sounds pretty cool.
Is it gonna display anything?
No, I don't think it will display anything because you can't. All right.
Okay. Sweet. We are now putting back the RAM after showing that it makes the 3 beeps when none of the RAM is in. It's on. You also have to make sure that the notches are lining up with the RAM slots. Otherwise, you could break it putting pressure, breaking the little teeth. Okay, all of them are in. Turning them on. No beeps.
Except the startup beep that should come up now. Take this.